Hey guys, so the other day I went to see 1917, the Sam Mendes First World War set movie, which is an unusual thing to start with because you don't get many films set in the First World War. I can't really think of any actually now I'm thinking about it. I maybe should have googled it. But yeah, and also it's very clever because it's done all in one take, or kind of made to look like it's one take. Obviously, when you're watching it, there are little bits where they walk behind walls and come out the other side, and you think, oh, that's probably where they cut and things like that. But this makes it clever, because modern cinema is very, you know, cuts all over the place, very quick, very... And in this, you are permanently looking at, you know, at what is happening. And they walk all the way through it, and it's so cleverly done. And it kind of, I was worried it was going to distract me from the film, but it didn't really. It did make me want to watch it again to see if I can pick up the places where the cuts were, which I will probably do at some time. But it was so clever, and it is a sad and tragic story as well, and it really does bring out the suffering that the guys out there went through. These were people that went out there for the adventure, and some did not come back. And, you know, it does bring that to the forefront. It is very horrific in places, and there is a lot of gruesome scenes in it, which make you realise just how horrible it must have been for that generation to go out and fight like that. I did, when I got back, I watched some things on YouTube about it, like making-ofs, and one of them, it made me laugh, right, because they said, I'm going to have to read the names out because I'm really lousy with names. The two leads are George McKay and Dean Charles Chapman. And apparently Sam Mendes picked them, those two, because they're not very well known. So his idea was that you wouldn't be watching them thinking, oh, it's him from... Only problem with that is, let me just read some of the rest of the cast list. So we've got Richard Madden, Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, Andrew Scott, Mark Strong. Now, these are all very well-known English actors, and every time one of them walks on, you go, oh, look, it's him. So, really, it's all right getting two leads that weren't well-known, but then you threw a load of other well-known actors in there, and it kind of, I don't know. I'd not thought about it until I watched the thing saying it, but it did take me out of the movie a little bit. That there were so many, maybe they would have been better. There's other people in there that you kind of go, oh, it's him from. And it's I don't know why I did it with this film so much, but I just think, yeah, that would be my only criticism. Maybe they should have just got a load of actors that we'd never seen before. It's mind-blowing to think that they built, like, there's the scene where they're walking down the trench, and they mapped it out, and they walked the trench to practice how long it would take, and now if they could fit the dialogue in it and all that. It's seriously, I am looking forward to getting this on Blu-ray or 4K or whatever with the extras, just to see, fingers crossed, it'll have some kind of commentary on there or some kind of making of that fills in just how much effort went into making this. Like I said, this is, you know, I think the only version of really this war, the First World War, that people know is kind of Blackadder goes forth, the fourth season of Blackadder, where, you know, they're fighting in the trenches, which is comedy, but to be honest, warfare is comedy. It's stupid and silly and shouldn't happen, but there you go. Just out of interest, my great-granddad was in the First World War, and he was he was naval. He was at the Battle of Dogger Bank. I think it was the York or something like that, but he was on a boat. So, yeah, I do have some. Sam Mendes' granddad told him stories about the First World War, the Great War, the war to end all wars. And that's where he got the idea for this project from. But, yeah, it's a good film. What do I give it as an A to an F? Oh, I would definitely give this... I would give this an A. This is something different, something clever. It's a period that we don't see many films from. It's a subject matter you don't see many films about. And it does something different with it as well. And yeah, it's just an interesting concept. And it will make you think, and maybe it will make a younger generation go out there and Google this stuff and look at it. I remember as a kid reading, I think it was in Battle Action Comics, they had, was it Charlie's War? And it does feel a little bit like that. So if you're wanting to learn more about this, and you do read comics and things like that, go have a look, see if you can pick up any of the Charlie's War comics. Yeah? It's Charlie's War? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my little chat about this. So if you've enjoyed it, what I'd really like you to do, hit the likes, the shares, hit the subscribes at the bottom. That would really help. Yeah, I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all have a great night. And I will see you all in the next video.